County, where a roadside sniper shoots two people as they were driving before turning that gun on himself.
11 Alive's Latasha Givens is live at the Northeast Georgia Medical Center. That's in Hall County in Gainesville, where she is learning more about the victims and also learning about the gunman.
Well, Cheryl and Jeff, the two victims who were shot by that gunman are being treated here. A 72-year-old man was shot in the hip and a 54-year-old man was shot in the leg. Now, investigators tell us this was a random act of violence that stretched more than 10 miles, a crime scene all along Georgia 365. We have chopper video that shows you part of the scene. The investigators say the suspect was parked along 365 and started shooting at motorists driving by. They say he shot three separate vehicles. Now, investigators say it was around noon when they started getting calls from drivers saying they had been shot on their freeway but had no idea where the shots were coming from. As officers responded to the scene, they located the suspect on the side of the road.
Hall County deputies spotted a suspicious vehicle in that same general area. It was pulling out of the wood line from Georgia 365 in a vehicle. And the suspect stopped in the median of 365, and authorities at that point observed the man unconscious in the vehicle, injured from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Now, investigators have not released the name of that suspect. He is in critical condition, and right now they don't have a motive, but so far they say they have not been able to track him to any sort of group or affiliation. Cheryl will bring you more details coming up next at 6.
Amazing that he is shooting at other cars on such a busy stretch there. Thanks, Latasha.